Good morning, friends. So today we will be seeing a question from Leetcode, that is maximum product of two subsequents. Now in this question we will be given two array num1 and num2. We need to return the maximum dot product between a two non-empty subsequence of num1 and num2 with the same length. Obviously the dot product will be of the same length. The subsequence of the new array. The subsequence of an array is the new array which is formed. That is, if there is 1, 2, 3, 4, the subsequence can be 2, 3, 5, not 1, 5. That means you cannot disturb the position, but you can remove some element from between or from the ends. Anywhere you can remove element, but you cannot change the relative sequence. So that is termed as a subsequence. Now the question is pretty straightforward and small, that we need to remove some element, do the dot product, and we need to find the maximum dot product that can be generated. I hope the question is clear to you all. Now talking about the explanation part, the first thing that came into your mind is recursion that we can do. So in recursion there is a property named as take not take. We know a property termed as take not take. Let's suppose an array we need to maximize. What we can do, we have a property that if you want to take this element, if you want to remove this element, take this element, remove this element, take this element, remove this element, we have two possibilities on every number. Similarly, this question also states that take and not take property. What if we want to take a number? Let's suppose the two array that is given to us. Let me draw the two array that is given. That is 2, 1, minus 2 and 5. And the second array is given as 3, 0, minus 6. These are the two array. Now, while traversing I and j in this, I have a property of I. Like suppose I is for this and j is for this. I have a property to take I, to include I, or do an I plus 1, means go to the next, or either j, take j, or go towards the next element, sorry, j plus 1. I can make a recursive function in which nums1, num2, I and j. Possibilities, I'll take j, I'll not take I. Like I will go to I plus 1 with the same j, or I can go towards I, comma j plus 1. Like this, I can go traversing. So this will be the part of recursion. Now we already know that recursion will be causing a lot of memory space and is not optimized. Recursion is never optimized. We need to convert it into DP. Now we can convert this take not take property into DP. What we can do? Similarly, take and not take. We will be doing a take and not take while traversing from up to down, like in a matrix. This and this. While traversing, what we can do? We can check if this number is compatible with this, then this, then this. Taking the maximum if we take the element, and calculating the maximum if we do not take the element, and we will store it in a DP. We will store it in a DP and return the maximum, or m cross n, the last element that we have found the maximum value. A bottom to down, a top to bottom approach. I hope the code is clear to you all, like the explanation part. If you go with the recursion, you have a property take not take, you can do I plus 1 or I comma j plus 1. And if you're taking the element, you can just increase the sum is equal to a of I and b into b of j plus the sum. You can do this also. If you want to take, if you don't want to take, you can go to the next element, go toward the next element. These are the condition, and you will be taking maximum of these three. If I talk about recursion, you will be having a into b of j plus the sum that you have previously calculated, or you can just remove this part, go towards I plus j plus I comma j plus 1 or I plus 1 comma j. Simple. This will be using in our DP. I hope this explanation is clear to you all. A basic recursion, and we will be coding in DP. Now the maximum dot product A and B in M cross C negative value, just for the sake you can assign it 0 as well, but we cannot take it 0. Why? Because it is given that non-empty. Let's suppose if all the elements in an array are negative, so the product will also be always negative. Like this whole array is negative and this whole array is positive. The dot product will always be negative. So I cannot take 0 because 0 will not be coming in that situation. So we have to take negative value. Now I will be traversing. If I will be taking that element, I will be multiplying it, keeping it, and taking the maximum out of it. If not, the take property is done. I will be moving towards I minus 1, okay, the same j, or j minus 1 I. This will be my dp. In recursion, what to traverse forward, what we used to do, I plus 1 and j plus 1 bit. This is a dp, so we will be doing previous element check. Let's just try to run this. Let's just submit the code. Okay, we completed this in a square, or you can say m cross n time complexity, and with the space complexity of m into n. Like plus 1 is, if the array is too big, the plus 1 do not have any relevance. So the space complexity is also m into n, and the time complexity is also m into n. I hope the question is clear to you all with the solution. If you have any doubt regarding the solution, or any better approach, any another approach, or want the recursion code, you can comment it in the chat box. I will be providing you the recursion code of this. Thank you.